these cars weren't really meant to be race cars. They were supposed to be street cars, as you well know. And we kind of forced it into being a race car. I mean, you kind of forced it into being a race car. And it had a wonderful history with Mike Downs in it. And we, in particularly, were pleased that he won the 66, was it?
69.
69.
Yeah.
Road Race of Champions with it. And he was sort of an unsung hero. Nobody expected him to win, and it was a marvelous, marvelous victory. And he won handsomely too. He just didn't win by an inch or two.
Yeah, he just blew him away.
Yeah. Brian had built an exhaust system, and which is the job that you took over, and it proved to be not quite as efficient as he'd like it to have been. But it made such a good noise that he wouldn't take it off.
Yeah, this was one of Brian's favorite cars. He'd come out before race time and rub its belly to make sure it was going to be okay.
He also rolled one up into a ball at Nelson Ledges.
You know, the predecessor to this car, Brian had an accident in and got it upside down. This car was built in a big hurry to finish out the season. And Downs ended up winning the championship.
But I was in Louisiana doing a stock car race, I think, with that Javelin that I was driving, and I flew into Cleveland, and I think with Jack LeBounty was our PR guy at the time, and he picked me up in Cleveland. He said, and he wouldn't tell me about it. He was afraid to tell me what happened until I got to the track and I saw the car sitting there with a car cover over the top of it, and the car cover was down to about here. And I realized at that point there was something amiss, but it was a great experience with this car. We enjoyed it a lot. We forced it into being a race car, and the one that replaced this car was one that I drove on a couple of occasions and won 2 races with it, as a matter of fact. Yeah, one at Watkins Glen and one someplace else, Summit Point. But it was a great experience with this thing.
What do you think of our presentation of the car? You think we did an okay job on it?
Okay.
Okay isn't the word for it.
Right word,
It's spectacular.
Well, Tim will be very, very happy to hear that.
Well, he did a wonderful job. The last motor he built wasn't too good, but other than that, it was fine. And we're delighted because a car like this, in this condition, doing the kinds of things that it will do, will stay in this condition forever. With a guy that loves it as much as Tim does, it will always look like this. And it's a wonderful tribute to him, and we're delighted that it's he that owns it.